Hello, hello, it is the Trading Captain, and I'm currently sitting down $33.20. Again, we're just seeing more of this pressure where nothing's really moving very well, and today actually was probably the slowest day of the week. So you can see here, I really wasn't able to stick with anything for the most part. A lot of red trades, had one sizable loss here as well, and I want to go over this one a little more. But first, let's go ahead and break down some of the actual stocks that I was looking at. So we had CMND. This was one that I was interested in, but didn't trade. I was really concerned because just the previous day we had seen a similar spike and it also sold off. So that made me very hesitant to touch it. We had CTM. This was the first stock I was really looking at, but it was just moving too slow and I didn't really feel like it was going to resolve in anything. We had FMFC. This was another one where it popped up, but unfortunately there was no news catalyst. I really didn't trust it because of that. Didn't end up touching it. We had HKD. This one actually has ended up rallying. I did try taking a trade on it during this pullback here, but given the context of how weak the market has been today, and because this is a Chinese stock, I just felt that the odds of it rolling over were very high. So when I saw it hesitate even a little bit here, I actually ended up just giving up on it. INTS, I was watching this one. Unfortunately, it didn't really do what I wanted it to do. I was really watching for this break here at around 110 area, and it didn't really do that, at least not initially. So I ended up not touching this one either. Similar with MSAI, I was watching this one as well for the break around 2, but it just really couldn't break this $2 level. And as for the one where I had my major loss, so we had NIVF. And this is one where I was really surprised by. So if we go ahead and switch this here, you can see the float was only around, or the outstanding shares was only around 4.5 million, yet we were seeing massive volume on these candles here. To me, this was really bullish, and typically when we see a volume to shares outstanding ratio this high, especially on news, the odds of it resolving favorably tend to be higher, which is why I was able to give it a bigger cushion to make its move. Unfortunately, not only did it not make a move, but it was actually a disastrous move. And I'm actually glad I cut the trade when I did. I did try and trade this a couple more times for potential curls, but nothing ended up resolving. So overall, I lost $36 from just this stock alone. So as far as what we're going to do for next week, because unfortunately, this last week has been extremely cold. It was actually colder than last week. And really just, I need to be more patient. The last 2 days, I was trying to be a little more aggressive. Today, I actually calmed down a bit. But especially on Thursday, I was quite aggressive. And because of the way the market has been resolving, we just really have to be patient right now. It's not the most interesting to watch, but unfortunately, that's just the reality sometimes. And I can't really do anything about that. I just have to wait. And when the market heats up, I can get more aggressive. And I just need to keep being patient until that happens. But yeah, that pretty much wraps it up. I'll be back on Monday morning to continue streaming, and hopefully we can see some sort of reflection here. But that pretty much wraps it up. I will be back Monday. Take care.